The Raptors look to take charge, and we're bringing it to you live from Toronto here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And, of course, Jordan Clarkson. And with only a few games under his belt on the new team, he's been absolutely fantastic. The front office and coaching staff both seem elated at how he's fitting in.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
Now the starting group for the visitors. AI is out there with Clutch. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Green, and it's Perez in at the 2 spot. And they're on the break. Jumps up, and Green slams it in.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And Zalawi will bring it up for the Raptors. Out to the right wing. A three-pointer, no good. And here we go. Fast break, and AI's got it. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Siakam, and he lays it up and in.
Excellent anticipation of a teammate's defensive ability. Siakam gets out in transition. Nice.
Passes to Perez. He kicks it to Clarkson. Three-pointer. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong this. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Van Vliet. It's stolen by Green. And here they come. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Siakam against Clarkson. Siakam, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Outside Lowry. Back to Van Vliet. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And the pass to Green. Here's Clutch. In the corner, it's Clarkson. From deep, 5 to shoot. Birch grabs the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Green against Anunoby. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And he comes up with the deuce. Siakam's got 6 points. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Knicks.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Now here's Van Vliet. Not a lot of room. Pass to Birch. Anunoby with it. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Lowry can't get it to go. And he banks in the layup. 7 points in the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Raptors trail by 6. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Van Vliet with the bucket.
Well, there's a level of activity Fred Van Vliet brings to the floor every night. Now he gets into the mid-range jump shot, no problem.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. taking a look at Toronto. They sink a little bit here in the rankings, still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they're doing what we all expected, playing an exceptional brand of basketball, trying to take over that top spot. And even without that 3-ball dropping for them, the defense should have done more on that last play. A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
Perez, the pass to AI. Rebound by the Raptors. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him. It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Anunoby. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
When Kyle Lowry is aggressive as a playmaker, his team goes to a different level.
Here's Clarkson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's handle has improved, and that allows that kind of move to happen.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 6. Clarkson against Siakam. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game. Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Drops in the tray. Siakam's got 9 points.
And if you're going to be a power forward in the league today, you've got to be able to stretch the floor. Pascal Siakam with range.
And that one's good. Green.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And it's blocked. And it's Green with the jam.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Now Pascal Siakam looking aggressive and determined, which forces the defender to commit the foul.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Siakam hits them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Clarkson passes to Green. Boucher with the rebound.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Trent. And again, Toronto no up. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
Pass to Clarkson. Here's Aguilar. Knocks it down from 7 feet.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Siakam. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Siakam's got 13.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Clarkson trying to break free. Missed inside. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Boucher. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Boucher with the steal. A nice shot by Flynn. Flynn's got it back down to within single digits for the Raptors.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Up by 10. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on... And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
And the Raptors with the ball. It's a 10-point game. We've got Chris Boucher. He's out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Flynn in the corners. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Trent. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And it's blocked. There's the pass to Watanabe. Ripped away. Here's Trent. Makes it off the glass. Trent's got his first basket of the night.
That's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And the powerful one-handed slam.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Raptors trail by 13. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Pass to Aguilar. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Lowry has the open look. Connects from 3-point range. Lowry's got 5.
Well, this guy can navigate around the basketball court with the best of them. Kyle Lowry in a catch and shoot, turn the lights out.
Basket good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Raptors moving the ball around. Boucher's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Jacks up a three. No good on that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
OG Anunoby, because of his athletic ability, can be special in the open floor. Nice finish there.
Passes to Aguilar. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now, here's Anunoby. He's guarded closely. 5 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Anunoby's got 4 points this quarter.
This is where OG Anunoby is going to grow. That offensive game will expand to the mid-range.
Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Raptors trail by 12. Van Vliet.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Pulls up. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 7.
Boy, one fluid motion. Lowry just as dangerous off the dribble as he is catching and shooting.
And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Now the pass to Aguilar. Stolen away. Anunoby with it. 6 points for him. Outside Lowry. No good with the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Toronto calls timeout.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you. And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Doris, as we've seen, NBA players are becoming more vocal on social issues. And some will say, keep politics out of sports. Should the NBA and should all sports leagues be worried about that backlash?
Kevin, one of the things I admire most about the NBA is its commitment to the causes it believes in. And whether we are talking about the mental health issues of some of their players or the current situation in the country, the NBA's commitment to supporting equality and social justice is admirable. What is controversial about equality and social justice for all? Nothing. I admire their commitment. They're on the right track.
Anunoby in the corner. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. Pass to Aguilar. For 3. The Raptors making a switch here. Trent's checked in.
wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
Raptors trail by 12. Now here is Lowry. He's got 9. Yes, that goes in. Lowry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know this. A guy at Lowry's size has simply got to be able to make the floater. That's a big-time delivery.
Clarkson kicks to Green. Clutch the pass to Green. Hits it from three-point range. Green's got 13.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And Van Vliet, here we go. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Passes it to Perez. Down low. Clarkson on the wing. Van Vliet brings the double team. Here's AI. Birch grabs the board. Birch has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anunoby, good.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
AI throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Anunoby in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
I'll tell you, you can't put your head down after a tough first quarter. You've got to keep fighting, and now he's starting to roll.
And the Raptors making a change here. Raptors trail by 8. Van Vliet wide open. And a miss there off the inbound. Here's Clutch. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 1:31 left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Green with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. .129 left in the first half of the game. And here is Van Vliet. Here's Trent. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Well, he's had terrific momentum all game. Pascal Siakam in his bag offensively.
Green, the pass to Clutch. They double him with Siakam. Offensive rebound. Raptors trail by 9. He gets that one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Clarkson passes to Clutch. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And that one's good. AI's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's improved his ability to run the offense. How about that pass, guys?
And it's the Raptors' ball. They trail by 6.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And both free throws good from Flynn.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Feeds to Green. Picked off in midair. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
We have seen Pascal Siakam's confidence improve dramatically. This guy is becoming a problem as a scorer.
For Toronto, they have been excellent at the free throw line. Here today, a flawless 6 for 6. Siakam hits them both.
Boy, really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up 4.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
It's been a strong performance for them on the glass. They're hustling. More often than not, the first guy to get to the board has been...
And that should do it with the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Clutch out there with AI. Then it's Green. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Perez in at the small forward position. The Raptors have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
I think, guys, maybe what you appreciate most about Pascal Siakam is his versatility. He can score from a number of areas. He can guard multiple positions. There is a lot to like about this young man.
Here's AI. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Siakam. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Lowry from outside. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts. Perez. He's guarded by Anunoby. Green deciding where to go with it. That's good from Green. So he gets them both. Now Lowry. Pass to Siakam. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. For 3, Van Vliet.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Raptors trail by 8. Great D that time from Green.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Boston, where they'll take on the Celtics.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Lowry from outside. Green with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And the Raptors miss again.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
A great job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Free throw, no good for AI. Raptors trail by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Anunoby, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And the Raptors call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. With a floater, Lowry, good. Lowry's got 13. Here's Clarkson, 16 points for him. And he dunks it down.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter. Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And stolen by Siakam. Van Vliet looking around. From 15 feet away, Siakam misses. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
There's the pass to Lowry. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lowry's got 4 points this quarter.
Some guys just have a knack to get to the cup. Kyle Lowry's all about being aggressive and assertive.
They double him with Siakam. Raptors trail by 14. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Sinks the triple. He's got 9.
I mean, listen, Fred Van Vliet, you can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
That one falls.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Clutch has gone 2 of 4 from the field. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. And Kyle Lowry, good for 3. Lowry's got 18 points.
Well, a trifecta from Kyle Lowry. This guy gets great lift on his jump shot.
Here's Clutch. It's blocked.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe. Raptors trail by 12. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Raptors call time here.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups Sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Flynn with it. He has 6. Here's Watanabe. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Now here's Flynn. Pass to Siakam. Back to Flynn. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And he makes the first. And both free throws good from Flynn.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Here's Flynn. 8 points for him. Siakam trying to free himself up. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Passes it to Trent. And here is Siakam for the 3. He misses that time, but only 5 misses in his 11 shots from the field as he's 6 of 11. Aguilar, Boucher defending, hits the 3-point bomb. 8 points for him.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Over to the wing. Here's Watanabe. And the shot is long. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. And Siakam has got the ball here for Toronto. 19-point game. And Doris Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. And Toronto has possession. They trail by 18. Here's Siakam. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Boucher uses the glass to finish the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Trent gets the bucket. Trent's gone 4 of 6 from the floor here tonight. Covered by Siakam. Here's Flynn. And it's off from 3-point range. And they're running. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Siakam outside. And good that time. Siakam's got 21 in the game.
Wow, finishing through contact with a beautiful display of focus. What a job by Pascal Siakam through contact.
To the wing on the left. The tip in on the offensive rebound.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Can't finish the one-handed jam. Inside. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Raptors trail by 20. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Flynn misses.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Covered by Flynn.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? How with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
23 seconds left in the third. No good from outside.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
He gets it up. Doesn't go for it. And so it's the visiting team, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now, Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Trent in at the small forward. You know, Doris, we saw the All-Star game flying to a target score down the stretch. And some think in years to come, the NBA may adopt it for the overtime periods. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you this, Kevin. That All-Star game, I was absolutely riveted to my television. The action was compelling. The defense was compelling. I can't say I've ever experienced that in an All-Star game. I think it's something you have to take a hard look at.
First one falls for him. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And it's VanVleet with the ball for the Raptors. Oh, wow.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's the three. That one's not going to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. You know, Doris, teams are using analytics more than ever before. We know that. And for example, blocks are certainly a key number. But some defenders, as you know, are so good, teams don't even go at them because of those analytical numbers.
Kevin, we refer to that as shot suppression, and you have to look no further than the last 2 winners of the Defensive Player of the Year award, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Rudy Gobert. When those 2 guys are in the middle of the paint, a ball handler or would-be shot taker may reverse course and reset the offense. That's how much those guys impact the game on the defensive end.
Here's Bembry. Here's Baines. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Covered by Hood. Second shot opportunity. Up again. Oh! Boom! He jams it straight down.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's Baines. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. The visitors with the ball. Covered by Hood. Great D that time from Hood.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got his first basket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Sinks the three-pointer.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Outside Hood from past the arc. That one doesn't go. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Johnson with the block, but they recover it to the paint and stolen by Hood. That shot no good. To the inside. Oh!
Yes.
Goodness. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those,
Yeah.
that's for sure. While the pandemic impacting earnings all over the NBA, Doris, the pain is felt, we think, most keenly by small market teams.
Across the board, Kevin, there are economic realities that the pandemic has forced NBA teams to look at. But always, those small market teams depend on revenue sharing to compete. So now attendance is compromised and their ledger is affected even more. This is going to be interesting to see how this affects roster composition. Boy, we've got a lot of questions to be answered.
Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The feed to Lowry. Here's Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
The jump shot just keeps improving from OG Anunoby. Amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
AI passes to Clutch, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Toronto. Takes the three, and again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, you're really impressed with the growth of Fred Van Vliet as a scorer. This guy's so coachable, so willing to take what the defense gives him, knocks down the jump shot.
Shot's good by Clarkson.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
To the middle, here's Birch. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Birch has got 4 points this quarter. Birch has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Green draws the double. And the pass to Clutch. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass. That's 12 points for AI.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Three-pointer, Lowry. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got 4 rebounds in this game. Triple from the wing.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition. Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Lowry against Clarkson. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. We know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. You go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot. I think listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play. Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
And here's Lowry. Fires the 3. Here's Birch. Got a hand on it. Here's the break. Pass to Clutch. Shoots the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Birch has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Anunoby. Can't connect from short range.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Clarkson dishes to AI. Passes it to Perez. Back to AI. And AI throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Lowry. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Some changes for Toronto. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. Rodney Hood subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Clarkson passes to Perez. Clutch. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Great power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Here's Van Vliet. Doris, you and I know the quality of play in the NBA bubble was terrific. And some people said a lack of travel a possible reason why. The league, we think, looking at ways to reduce travel moving forward.
Exactly, Kevin. And one option on the table is the, quote, series model. You see it in baseball, where you play consecutive games against a single opponent. So what about the states with multiple teams? New York or California? Can you play all of those teams in one trip? This not only preserves players, but it also cuts travel expenses, something the league is looking hard at. Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Right side, Green. Green draws the double to the inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
Out to Hood. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way up. Birch has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
And AI throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Here's VanVleet, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
The Raptors making a switch here. Bembry's checked in.
Just for this trip to the line, I'll call him by his full name. Frederick Edmund VanVleet Sr. Had to get that in there. Now we can just go back to Freddie V.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And Toronto has possession. Here's Bembry, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Yeah, this guy is cooking right now. Fred Van Vliet has found his rhythm, and the defense better step up here.
Green against Hood. The pass to Perez. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to AI. And the layup falls.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Van Vliet against Clarkson. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it,